So what exactly are the Infinity Stones in Avengers Infinity War and in the MCU? Of course, today I'm going to be explaining what exactly the Infinity Stones are, what they can actually do, and what each of them actually represents. So of course, if you guys want to hear what the Infinity Stones actually are and all of their abilities and what they actually mean for like Avengers Infinity War and what they mean for the MCU, definitely make sure you guys stay tuned. How's it going, Webheads? My name is Ryan Walsh, and of course, if you guys like the Marvel Cinematic Universe or Avengers Infinity War, definitely consider subscribing below because I have plenty of videos coming out about all of that kind of stuff. And while you're doing that, definitely turn on the notification bell so you guys can keep up to date with all my latest uploads. Also, make sure you guys definitely smash that like button if you guys like this video. Of course, definitely comment below your thoughts. Are you guys excited to see the Infinity Stones in Avengers Infinity War? Are you guys excited to see the actual Infinity Gauntlet come to life on screen in Avengers Infinity War? Let me know down in the comments below. I want to hear all of your opinions about this, but with all that out of the way, let's get in the video, Webheads. So of course, for this video, I basically got this video idea because a lot of people in the comment section of all my other Avengers Infinity War videos have basically been asking me, can you do a video on basically explaining what all of the Infinity Stones are, what they all represent, what all their different abilities are, basically where they came from. And I'm definitely going to do this, but I will say right off the bat that I will be taking a little bit of inspiration from the comic books because obviously there haven't been a lot of screen time for the Infinity Stones within the MCU. So I'm definitely going to be taking a lot of the stuff from the comic books about all their different powers and stuff like that, and then how they're created. I'm going to be basically kind of mixing it from the MCU and the comic books. So let's get into this thing and let's really start off to what exactly are the Infinity Stones. What do they represent? What do they actually mean? And what can they actually do? So obviously there are 6 Infinity Stones throughout all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as the collector actually explained them as 6 singularities throughout the entire universe, and each stone actually represents a singularity of the actual universe. Basically all of them are broken down into 6 elements of what the entire MCU is actually made up of. So the 6 Infinity Stones actually are space, mind, reality, power, time, and soul. Now obviously in the comic books and in the MCU there are different colors to all of these stones, and there's a little bit difference of abilities. So in the comic books, actually the space stone was purple, but in the MCU it's blue. So you can definitely see that they changed it around a little bit in the MCU. They changed around all of the colors, and I'm pretty sure in the comic books now they've actually changed it to actually match the MCU, so it all makes sense. But in reality, all the stones colors don't really matter at all, so it doesn't really matter what kind of colors they are. If you really look at the original 6 Infinity Stones, they were actually called the 6 Soul Gems. That's what Thanos actually called it in the comic books, and they actually were all basically green. So that's what they looked like when they first showed up, but of course they changed over time, and they're going to continue to change probably up until Avengers Infinity War. I don't think they're going to change anytime soon after that, just because Avengers Infinity War is such a big movie that I don't think you can really change all of the different colors, because the entire audience is going to know exactly which stone is which color. So that's something that's definitely going to be familiar from that movie. And obviously the different abilities from all of these stones, where we can actually break this down. First I'm going to start off with space. Space basically is that you can teleport anything or anyone anywhere throughout all of reality, and can allow the user to exist anywhere in reality at one time. So basically, if Thanos wanted to project himself at the same time in every single planet, he actually could do that. That's actually possible with the Space Stone. In the MCU, you can see that they actually can also open up portals so it can transport entire armies like it did the Chitauri in the original Avengers movie. And of course, in that San Diego Comic-Con Infinity War trailer that actually got leaked out, but also described that Thanos literally teleported an entire moon to throw at the Avengers. That is something that actually can do too. It can teleport entire planets. It can teleport literally anything. So that's really what the Space Stone does. Now the Mind Stone, it actually can enhance mental and psychonic abilities and then access thoughts and dreams from others. So it's really just all about reading minds and all that stuff. But in the MCU, how basically Loki used it in the Avengers movie, he actually used it to corrupt certain people like Hawkeye and some SHIELD agents so that they actually work for him. So he can actually control people's minds at the same time. And then Vision actually used it to actually cut off Ultron throughout the web so he couldn't escape throughout that entire body, because obviously the Ultron was artificial intelligence. And he can teleport his actual mind into any any computer on Earth. So when Vision actually used the Mind Stone against him, he could cut off his mind so he couldn't go anywhere else, and he was trapped inside that last body that he actually had in Age of Ultron. The Reality Stone is actually just a stone that kind of grants wishes. You can have any wish granted. You can basically have anything you want, even if it defines the laws of physics. You can actually have that one object that you want, or that one person. Even if you want to change all of physics around, you can actually do that. That's what the Reality Stone actually allows you to do. And obviously what Malekith wanted to do in Thor the Dark World is he wanted to change all of reality into what it used to be, which was dark matter. So that's what he was trying to do in Thor the Dark World. He was trying to take the entire universe and change it into darkness. So that's what he was really trying to do in that movie, and that's what the user can actually do with it as well. Now the Soul Stone actually can change the very essence of a person. So basically, if you wanted to say take Thor, which actually this happened in the comic books, you could actually take Thor and you could actually make him into a frog if you wanted to. You could change the essence of any person, or you could actually take the stone and actually use it to actually raise the dead, and you can control all of the dead, or you control anybody who actually has a soul. That's basically what the Soul Stone does, and it very much acts kind of like the Mind Stone does in a way. Now the Time Stone, obviously you're controlling all of time. You can definitely control the time on one object, like seen in the Doctor Strange movie when he's basically taking the apple and he's changing it from when it dies to when it actually is brand new. So he's going back and forth with it, or you can basically change all of time and reality with it. Everything around you can actually turn back in time like he does in this scene right here. You can go back and forth between time, and even if you're in the dark dimension like he was in that movie, you can actually bring time in a different dimension and you actually can change time there. So the stone itself is very, very powerful. And then the last one is the Power Stone, and that basically is just limitless power, limitless strength that's given to the user, whoever has it. And of course, when connected with all the other stones, it's just a power up for all the other stones, so they all act together as one. They all get powerful the closer they all get to each other. So that's basically what all the Infinity Stones are, like their abilities and all that kind of stuff. And now really how they were created into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'm going to be really going into that instead of the comic books. Now how they're created in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, basically, as the collector said, that I said in the beginning of the video, there were 6 singularities of the universe at the beginning of the universe. But who actually created these stones from existence? Obviously something had to create these stones. It is led to believe by this image right here that they were actually created by the 4 cosmic entities known as Death, Entropy, Infinity, and Eternity. Those 4 entities of the universe actually created all 6 of these Infinity Stones. And obviously if you look at Infinity and Eternity, they're actually both in the comic books, and both of those characters actually represent the expansion of the universe and the expansion of life itself in the universe. And then when you look at Entropy and Death, they actually represent the death and destruction of the entire universe. So it's basically a life and death kind of working back and forth, and it wasn't really said why they wanted to create these stones, but it was just said that they actually did create these stones. Now it definitely gets me believing that maybe we will see one of these 4 cosmic entities actually show up in Avengers Infinity War or Avengers 4, but we don't really know. But I personally think that Death is definitely going to show up. That's a huge part of it. If you guys have read the comic books of Infinity Gauntlet or any of the Infinity Stone storylines, Thanos' one goal is to please Death, and obviously Death gave him the task to wipe out half of the universe, and so he basically goes out, finds all the Infinity Stones, and then he does take out half of the life in the universe just to impress Death. That is his main motivation of why he wants to get all the Infinity Stones, and it's probably going to happen within the movie as well. He probably will be trying to impress Death in this entire movie. So that's really what the Infinity Stones are and what they actually can do in the MCU, and a little bit of the comic book knowledge behind it as well. So guys, let me know down in the comments, are you guys excited to see the Infinity Stones in Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4 going forward? Let me know down in the comments. I want to hear your opinions on this. Definitely make sure you guys smash that like button if you guys like this video. Of course, if you guys are into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Avengers Infinity War and Avengers 4, definitely consider subscribing to Webhead so you guys get more videos on all that kind of stuff. I have plenty coming out on my channel. Definitely turn on notifications so you guys can keep up to date with all my latest uploads that come out on my channel. But guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye. Alrighty, Webheads, if you guys like this video and you guys want to see more, make sure you guys definitely subscribe right over here to Webhead so you guys get more on the Infinity Stones, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers 4 going forward. I have plenty of videos coming out about that. Definitely turn on the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever I come out with a new video. Definitely check out my social media links in the description below so you guys can follow me on various social media networks, and check out the 2 videos below me I think you guys would really, really enjoy. But thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye-bye.